Everyone is watching the Middle East. Everyone is watching Ukraine. But I dug into the latest satellite data from the Arctic Circle, and honestly, what I found there is terrifying. Rule 4. While we are distracted, the US Navy and Russia are quietly moving their deadliest pieces to the roof of the world. We aren't talking about a trade war. We are talking about a scenario where a single mistake on the ice triggers a nuclear exchange. I'm going to show you the wargame scenario that NATO doesn't want to talk about, the ice trap. Let's see who freezes first. First, look at this map. I want you to ignore the borders you learned in school. In the Arctic, the only border that matters is the ice. Right here is the Kola Peninsula. This is Russia's Bastion. It's the most heavily militarized rock on Earth. Why? Because this is where their nuclear submarines live. For 40 years, this place was a fortress. NATO stayed away, but my analysis shows a shift. Rule 4, the ice is melting. The Northern Sea route is opening up, and suddenly, the US Navy is pushing north to challenge Russia's control. But here is the catch. Fighting in the desert is hard. Fighting in the Arctic is a nightmare. I read the field manuals for Arctic operations, and the physics are brutal. Rule 4, at minus 40 degrees, steel becomes brittle like glass. Batteries, they die in minutes. If a soldier touches his rifle barrel with a bare hand, his skin rips off instantly. So, in our scenario, the high-tech advantage of the US military basically evaporates. Lasers don't work in a blizzard. GPS gets scrambled by magnetic storms. This isn't a push-button war. This is a knife fight in a freezer, and the Russians, they have been living here for centuries. They have more icebreakers than the rest of the world combined. They know the terrain, and they are waiting. Let's run the simulation. Day 0. A NATO carrier group moves north to secure the trade route, but they can't enter the thick ice. Their hulls aren't strong enough. So they launch submarines, the USS Virginia-class, to go under the ice cap. This is where the trap snaps shut. I believe the Russian strategy won't be a direct attack. Rule 4, it will be sound. In the Arctic, the shifting ice creates a constant deafening noise. Crack, groan, it's the perfect camouflage. A Russian attack sub can sit silent, engines off, drifting with the ice. The American sonar hears nothing until the torpedo is already in the water. And remember, if you fire an explosion under the ice, the shockwave has nowhere to go. It bounces back. It's suicide. While the submarines are dying underwater, the Marines are fighting on the coast of Norway. The scenario predicts swarm attacks by snowmobiles. Small, fast Russian units hit the supply lines and vanish into the whiteout. The US air support. Useless. You can't land an F-35 on a frozen aircraft carrier deck that is pitching 20 feet in a storm. The Marines are on their own. This is the scary part. Rule 4, without air support and with electronics failing, the most advanced army in history is forced to fight like it's 1945.